So I just figured I would vocalize my opinion on the situation that happened in my hometown of Muscatine, Iowa, and reading it since it made national news, just reading some of the hateful comments from people from other states or people that have absolutely nothing to do with it. Instead of being kind and loving, they spew hate and ignorance and make it into politics and all these other things that instead of just being a kind-hearted person. So I figured I'd be an advocate and vocalize my opinion on it. Like, I guess for me, I've been can't get it out of my mind either because this is the hometown I grew up in, and it happened literally on the main street there in Muscatine and broad daylight. And I can imagine, like, it's not normal. This guy was clearly having issues, whether it be drugs or alcohol, which is something, you know, to show grace or dignity if someone is struggling, or some sort of mental illness, clearly because, his behaviors aren't indicative of anything that a normal person would do. Like, it's hard for people to wrap their head around just the murder of one person, let alone the murder of 6 of your family members, 5 of which were your children. And like God's children, like these kids were going places. The older ones, they were doing things with their lives. So like, I don't understand why social media has become like a platform for people to just sit behind a screen and like dog on them and say hateful stuff, or like make up AI information. Like there's real people affected by this, and a whole community that is shooken. I mean, I don't live there anymore, but I can only imagine like how it must have felt even to be a neighbor in the presence, because this incident happened in 3 different locations. Like, this guy was clearly going through something that he drove to 3 different locations, and we're just taking the lives of these people who, I mean, I can't speak for him, but like, I mean, it had to have been hard for the children. That was the last thing they saw, was their father pulling the trigger, so to speak. So like, for people to spew hate and do all these crazy things, it's beyond me. So people need to be an advocate, and I just hope Muscatine stays strong and they pull through this, because I'm sure it's a scary ordeal. I mean, it is, even for me, just thinking like, man, can you imagine even being the neighbor of this situation, or a friend of someone that this happened to, or even a classmate? Like, these crazy things are happening in the world, and we have to be there for each other and have a heart towards it, not spew hate and ignorance and just all these ugly things. It's sick. So stay strong, Muscatine. I mean, there are no words to say for this heartbreak. It breaks my heart.